Hey YouTube, it's your girl Nurse Nell and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about my curriculum and how I was able to work and travel throughout my first and second year of CRNA school.
So my program is a DNP program. It is a full 3 years long. I would say that this is a front-loaded program. However, it eases into an integrated program by the second year. So year one is a preclinical year. We're taking anesthesia courses and then some DNP core requirements. At the end of the first year, we have 4 preclinical days where we go into the operating room, shadow a CRNA or anesthesiologist, just to get ourselves acquainted with the machines and our induction sequences. Year 2, we start off with some labs and we're doing clinical 3 days a week, and we quickly go into 4 days a week before the summer semester is over. As you can see, our third year, the summer and fall semester, we don't have anesthesia courses, but the last semester of our third year, we still have Principles of Anesthesia 5. So we're not taking all of our anesthesia courses before we get to clinical, unlike most of the front-loaded programs where you're getting all of that information before you start.
So let's start off with year 1. So let's go all the way back to summer of 2016. This semester is 14 credits. However, I only took 12 credits because I did take some non-matriculated courses prior to starting CRNA school. The courses are Principles of Anesthesia, Conceptual Foundations, Health Promotions, Scientific Writing, Advanced Patho, and I also took healthcare policy that semester because it's not required for me to take it until the next year's summer, but since I took some of those courses prior to beginning the program, I was able to squeeze in healthcare policy as well. So all I took was Principles of Anesthesia, Conceptual Foundations, Health Promotions, and Healthcare Policy that semester. Because we only had classes twice a week and some of them were online courses, I was still able to work full-time 12-hour shifts, and I also worked the night shift. So generally I would work on the weekends. When I worked Sunday nights, what I would do was come home Monday morning, work out, take a shower, and then head to class. During the second half of that semester, I went down to part-time, and then I was still able to do a weekend New York City trip. So we're on to the second semester, fall of 2016. This semester is 18 credits and I took all of them. So this semester I took professional aspects in anesthesia, so we go over insurance and Medicare for the anesthesia provider. The next course that I took was research, and this one was mainly based on statistical methods and being able to do that for your research. The next class was an online course and it was leadership. I also took basic pharmacology with the NP students, and I also took advanced pathophysiology, another DNP core course that I took with the NP students as well. In addition to that, I also took advanced health assessment for the advanced provider. But we did not take this course with the NP students. It was a separate course for anesthesia providers. So this semester I continued to work just 2 12-hour night shifts throughout the semester, and then I also was able to take a couple trips. So I went to Puerto Rico, LA, and then I also went to Miami. And we're on to the third semester, which is spring 2017. This semester is a 14 credit semester. However, I took 16 credits. I took Principles of Anesthesia 2 as well as a lab. So for this class, we're doing anesthesia machine checks in the simulation lab, playing with the sim man, going through scenarios of inductions, as well as practicing our intubating skills. In addition to that, I also took Professional Aspects of Anesthesia 2, Research 2, Informatics, and I also took Anesthesia Pharmacology. I took Program Evaluation and State of the Science earlier on just because I wanted to get those classes over with, so I didn't have to worry about taking a lot of classes while I was in clinical. That semester I dropped my work schedule down even further to working per diem, but I also still was able to travel a lot that semester as well. So I went to New York City for New Year's, Miami, Baltimore. I also went to Punta Cana, DC, Coachella, and Paris for my birthday. And Bahamas. Dang it, I always forget one. So we're on to year 2. This is the 4th semester of summer 2017. This semester is 12 credits, but I only took 9. Because this is an introduction into our clinicals the second year, We had various simulation labs this semester, as well as inching into clinical. We started off doing 3 days a week and then ended the semester doing 4 days a week of clinical. In addition to that, we had an online course called Grantsmanship, and some of the other students had to take healthcare policy, but as you recall, I already took that my first year of CRNA school. This semester, I worked per diem and went to DC, Miami, and somewhere else that I cannot remember right now. Now the 5th semester, fall of 2017. This semester was a 15 credit semester, however, I only took 12 credits. In addition to clinical 4 days a week, we continued on with Principles of Anesthesia 3. And this semester we did regional anesthesia, pulmonary, cardiac. It was probably, I would say, one of the harder semesters for me just because we're getting into the anesthesia things, and a lot of me and my classmates struggled with this semester just because of the content load and how much studying that we had to do, especially for regional because we've never seen it before. The only other course I took this semester was Current Topics in Anesthesia 1. Some of my other classmates took State of the Science, but as you recall, I already took that course. So now we're on to the current semester that I'm in, and that is spring of 2018. This semester is 16 credits, but I'm currently only taking 14 of them. So I'm taking Principles of Anesthesia 4, Current Topics in Anesthesia, and then Anesthesia Crisis Resource Management, where we're placing the simulation lab and given a scenario in which we have to figure out what's going on with our patient. It's a great environment where you have a circulator nurse, a scrub tech, a surgeon, RNFA, a first assist nurse. Everyone is in their room acting as if you're going through an actual surgery. You have to do the induction of the patient, you have to manage the patient, and then always something goes wrong that you have to fix. You have to utilize your resources and be able to communicate effectively with the other people in the room to solve the problem. So it was a great experience, especially with your communication skills and knowing when to tell the surgeon to stop what they're doing, or let the RN circulator in the room get your labs for you and things like that. So next semester is going to be the start of my senior year, and that's going to be year 3. So I'm just going to run down what I'm going to be taking for the rest of my program. So the 7th semester is summer of 2018, and this semester we're focusing on our capstone, and we're going down to clinical to only 3 days a week so we can figure out what our DMP project is going to be. And the DMP project is similar to like a thesis where you're doing research and have a PICO question and you're doing active research on a topic of your choice. And this summer semester is only 9 credits. The 8th semester of fall 2018 is 14 credits. In addition to clinical, we're doing a second round of Anesthesia Crisis Resource Management where the simulations and the scenarios are going to be more acute. We'll also be taking Current Topics of Anesthesia 3, as well as continuing to work on our capstone projects and collecting our data. Our 9th semester is spring 2019, and this semester we take Principles of Anesthesia 5, clinical still 4 days a week, and capstone. And this semester is only 12 credits. Overall, I think that the program has been super challenging. In addition to the semester that I mentioned that was pretty tough, I think during my first year, that last semester where I took a buttload of credits was also difficult just because I was taking a lot of classes and I was doing a lot and I was still working and I was still traveling. Most students in most of the programs don't work. I chose to still work because I still wanted to have money for traveling. And our school didn't tell us that we couldn't work per se, as long as it didn't affect our clinical schedules or our school schedules, and mine didn't. I have a flexible position where I can make my schedule my patients whenever I need to, so it's a perfect job for me now, still working per diem and doing that on the side. A lot of people told me that CRNA school was going to fly by, but honestly it is dragging. Maybe this last year is going to go by quickly, But as of right now, I feel like I have been in school forever. But it's been going well. I really enjoy the clinical sites that I have been placed at. I'm still waiting to do a lot more traumas, a lot more emergent cases, so I'm really excited to be able to go to facilities that have those types of cases. So those were my first 2 years of CRNA school. It's been amazing, it's been challenging. I haven't cried yet, or maybe once. And it is my intubation anniversary today, 4/20, which is weird. But last year today was the day that I intubated a patient for the first time, and I did not put it in his esophagus, so that's great. So if you have any questions, please let me know, but you can find the curriculum or a sample of the curriculum on the UB's website, so you can see that if you need it. But if you have any questions, please let me know, comment below, also subscribe, and like my page on Instagram at I Am Nurse Now. Thanks for watching.